The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the single least democratic nation in the world. Wait a minute, how does that make sense? Well, this is true facts about North Korea. First, how democratic is North Korea? Well, not really at all. They do have elections every 5 years, though there's really only one candidate on the ballot. And if you try to vote for anyone else, you're declared an enemy to the state. But they're still ballots, though the elections are really nothing more to make the supreme leader, whoever he may be at the time, feel good about himself with a 100% vote. The birthday of Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea, as of the making this video, is completely unknown, but it's said to be the 8th of January in either 1983 or 84. Either date would make him the world's youngest head of state at just 31 or 32. Kim Jong-un is also the first North Korean supreme leader to be born after the formation of North Korea. He was born in Pyongyang in North Korea, while his father, Kim Jong-il, was born in the Russian town of Vyatskoye in the Soviet Union in 1942, and his father, Kim Il-sung, founder of the DPRK, was born in the Mangyongdae district in Pyongyang in Japanese Korea in 1912. For comparison, the DPRK was formed in 1948. K-pop bands are common in South Korea. South Korea and K-pop essentially go together like the Klingon Empire and hyper-aggressive rap music. In fact, they're so common that North Korea has its own K-pop band, called Moranbong, an all-female music group with members who were chosen by Kim Jong-un himself, but still. Their first performance featured, oddly enough, Western music and imagery such as Frank Sinatra's My Way, the theme from Rocky, as well as Sardas, Zigeunerweisen, and La Reine de Saba. They debuted on the 6th of July 2012, 9 days before Gangnam Style was released, from South Korea. You could be forgiven for thinking that the Korean War is long over, but it technically isn't. The Koreas are just in the longest ceasefire in human history, though the North has broken the ceasefire numerous times. The two countries are still technically at war, which shouldn't be too surprising given that their border looks like this. Near its border with South Korea is the city of Kijeongdong, a city designed to be the perfect city to motivate South Koreans to defect to North Korea. However, the city has 0 residents, and it is aptly named Propaganda City. Interesting how they try to make the perfect city as propaganda instead of trying to make one of their real cities a better place to live. However, 27,000 North Koreans are living in South Korea, while only around 4 or so South Koreans have defected to North Korea. In fact, it was hard for me to get an exact number, because if you search South Korean defectors in North Korea in Google, it will think you meant North Korean defectors in South Korea. North Korea does hold the world's largest stadium though, the Rongrado Meide Stadium in Pyongyang, capable of holding 150,000 spectators. North Korea was a communist country in the Cold War. That's why the US fought them in the Korean War, and why they hate us Americans so much. But they aren't communists anymore. They still hate us though. Their governmental ideology is known as Juche, or Juche if you're someone who shouldn't be allowed to not speak English. Juche is also known as Kim Il-sungism, and is a sort of military first policy. It's a very far right-wing ideology, and is similar to fascism. Are there any parallels between North Korea and Nazi Germany? Well, for one, North Korean children are taught to essentially worship their leader, including Kim Il-sung, which, since he's been dead since 1984, makes North Korea the world's only necrocracy, which is a country ruled by a dead person. And they are taught that they are the one true Aryan race. Also, did I mention their death camps? I didn't really tie myself that good of an outro, so yeah. Thank you for watching this video that ended on a completely settling note. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a like, share it, and maybe even subscribe if you haven't yet. And I promise this time I will actually see you on Wednesday for positive news.